Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be giving, I'm going to be giving you an update on the One Product Strategy book and what's in these packages. So without further ado, if you are interested in this sort of content, then make sure you are subscribed with your notifications turned on. Let's get into the video straight away. Welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you're not. My name is Jonny Bradley, I'm founder of the Seller Pro Academy, where we help ordinary people create extraordinary things, just one product at a time. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of stuff on my desk and I'm going to explain what the hell's going on with these, and I want to give you an announcement on the One Product Strategy book because we are very close now. We are very close, so I'm going to leave that until last. I know guys, I know, I'm sorry, but I've got to clickbait you somehow. Got to string this out to at least a 3-minute video. So let's talk about these, okay? So in about a week or so, I don't even know what date it is today. In a week or so, I'm doing a meetup, a 10K and a 100K club meetup with some of the Seller Pro Academy students, and I'm going to be giving out 100K awards. So there they are, 100K awards. Keep that in this little package. I think in this one, I have a whole bag full of 10K ones. So I'll give you a little sneak peek of this one. I can't show you the front, unfortunately, but just because it's got the seller name on it, but there we go. So we can give out a bunch of those. Keep it nice and fresh. I also have more turning up, hopefully this week. So I've got some more 100K awards turning up very shortly. So that's really cool. And a few people have asked me kind of how you get invited to these sorts of things. So I thought I'd just answer it on this video. So guys, the reason, if you don't know already, so the reason why I created these, so I've got the 100K awards, and I have so that's the 100K award and that's the 10K award. And the reason I have these is to kind of give them to the Seller Pro Academy students as not a reward as such, but like a landmark, right? It's a landmark, so when they've reached that certain level, then they can have something sit on their desk, to sit on their shelf, just to kind of remember that they did it, to remember where they came from. And you know, that first 10K is I believe one of the most important, and that first 100K is again so incredibly important. We need to actually make a 1 million award as well. So I don't know what it may be, like gold plated or something like that. But yeah, it's really cool. So I have these made. I literally am always constantly ordering them, and I've got a few here. So there's, I don't know how many there are in there. There's quite a few, and there's quite a few 100K awards as well, and there's obviously more coming. And in the event, what we're going to do is have a little get together. You may have seen the last one that I did, but this one is going to be basically only 10K and 100K students, of those that can actually make it. Unfortunately, everyone can't make it, which is a bit of a shame. So I'll have to post out their awards, which is fine. So if you are wondering, you know, do you have to be in the UK to get one of these? And the answer is no. We'll obviously ship it out to you depending on where you are in the world. So that's not ever going to be a problem. So that's kind of one thing I wanted to talk about, because that's going to be really cool. And I just want to give as many of these out as possible. I want as many people to be successful as possible. So when I was creating the book, and this kind of leads us a segue straight onto the book, because when I was creating the book and the One Product Strategy, so this is where it originally came from, okay? You have the One Product Strategy, which was, I guess, my kind of blueprint as such, my formula on how these awards are actually, how they come into life, right? So once people follow this, then the outcome is these, and that's the whole plan, right? I want to make it as easy as possible for people to get the results. But I also realized that not everyone can afford my program, which is perfectly fine, right? Some people just either don't want to pay for it, or they just physically cannot afford it, or it's not a priority for them, and that's cool. That's not a problem. It is what it is. So what I did when I created the One Product Strategy book is I wanted to, obviously you're not going to get all the information that you have in the course, but I wanted to get the key theories and the key lessons that created these success stories. So I analyzed all the people and I looked at everything they'd done, their whole process, and I was like, how did they do it, right? What's the common denominators between all of those success stories? And that's what went into the manuscript. That's what I actually created this book out of, is kind of a collaboration of the strategy and everything that I know, and paired that with the results to try and find that kind of coalition, okay? So this book is absolutely battered now. This is my only this is the only copy of it, but I have Word hopefully coming today from the printers that I'm hoping that they're going to say it's going to be done hopefully maybe early next week. So what I need you to do, guys, if you are waiting for a copy of the book, this is going to be a free copy, and it's about 100 and something, 40 pages. Is quite, oh no, it's even more, it's like 190 pages. Yeah, it's huge. If you want to get a copy of the book that went on the release, I don't think there's going to be quite enough for everyone on the launch, unfortunately, because you never know what the demand's going to be for this sort of stuff. We have a mailing list and there's a lot of people on it, right? So I want to make sure that the action takers, the people that actually want to get it, do get it. So what I will say is that, first of all, if you don't already know, this book is going to be free. So you're going to get the book for free. There will be some shipping charges depending on where you are in the world. We are going to be shipping worldwide as well. So anywhere in the world, doesn't matter where you are, we will be able to ship worldwide. That's why there's a bit of variable shipping rates. But it's going to be well worth it. If you consider, I have an ebook that I've had on sale for like the past 2-3 years, and that's currently £50, and people still continue to buy it and still get value out of it. When you consider this, which is like 30 times more value, even actually more than that, way more than that. It's probably like 3,000 times more value, and you're gonna be able to get it for free. And it's a physical book as well, which is really cool. So you can like hand it off to other people when you're done with it. So if you want to be able to get this, then you need to get yourself on the waiting list. That is where people are going to find out first about the book release date. So I'm not going to create a video on the day when I find out. I'm going to put it out to the mailing list first. Any updates are going to go to the mailing list first, and actually when the page is live to get the book, they're going to know first. Okay, so if you want to be able to get your hands on this, there are limited supply. Make sure you get onto that mailing list, and make sure you keep an eye on the emails over the next kind of week or two. Okay, so that's going to be really cool. I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait to share what I've got in this. I've given it out to some people. I gave the ebook version out to some kind of testers. So I gave it to some people to read. They took maybe a week to read it, 2 weeks to read it, and they gave some feedback, and all of them said I chose people from different levels. So some people have never even touched Amazon, some people were learning already, some people were just about selling, and some people were existing sellers and advanced sellers. So I gave it to every single type of person that may actually get the book, and every single person said that it was extremely valuable, and there's things in there that they just had no idea about, and it is relevant for every single level. I think we'll probably round off that video there. If you have any questions about this, then feel free to leave them down in the comments. I guess this video is really just an update video. I'm probably going to do one more when I know the actual release date. So of course the mailing list is going to get first, and then I'll do probably one more video, and then one more video on the launch day. So I'm not going to kind of bombard YouTube with all this sort of stuff. I actually didn't want to do this video just because there's nothing really to talk about other than it's coming out soon. So coming on the channel very shortly, I have some wicked videos, some extremely high value videos coming up as well that have taken me quite a few weeks to plan. So I'm going to coincide that hopefully with the release of the book, so we can get a whole bunch of buzz going around it. That is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure you are subscribed with your notifications turned on, and remember, you're just one product away.